Hello everybody, it's that college football guy here with another video. Yeah, the sun's coming out right here overhead and it's just bright. But for those of you who are preying on the Pac-12's demise, got some bad news for you. Texas State has officially joined the Pac-12. They have 8 members. They're a conference officially. Now, those of us who are on there doubting Pac-12 is going to be a conference, no. The over-under bet was who was going to be 8. The early one at Memphis, Tulane, South Florida, UConn, North Texas, UTSA. It's like rock, paper, scissors. I don't know who's going to be. But over time, when things worked their way out, Texas State took themselves to the head of the program. So, hey, that's where they're going to be. They're going to be the one, and now they are the one. Now, media share value, I have no idea what it's going to be. Some said half share, almost a full bowl of soup. I said this on X, and I think what it's going to be. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a percentage. I think it's going to be a dollar amount. Like, personally, me, $5 million for Texas State the first year, full share by year 5, and you just work out the percentages in between. That's what I'm thinking. Could I be wrong? Yeah. Now, I heard even up to when Texas State was being announced by Pete Thamel and everybody else, oh, no. Oh, no. They're still not going to get a conference. They're going to back out. So I'm going to make a statement here. Say something. This is specifically, not to anybody else, but to those people who thought the Pac-12 was going to die and go away. Because they're having a bad day, aren't they? Yesterday they had a bad day. Today they're having an even badder day because they woke up to the news that they slept through yesterday somehow. They're just having a bad couple of days, and they're kind of having a tantrum because they didn't get their way. Like a couple of little kids, just kind of like, are you upset? Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Things didn't work out the way I know. But the Pac-12's okay. They're going to be good. Oh, don't throw stuff on the floor. It's okay. Don't kick the floor. The floor didn't hurt you. Come on now. Oh, you're tired. You're just mad and a little bit tired. You're fighting sleep. Tell you what. Why don't you go over there and grab your binky and your blankie, and you can come down on the couch and lay down and go night-night, and then when you wake up, I'll make you pancakes, okay? Yeah, there you go. Go over, grab, there you go. I'll even make chocolate chip. Yes, I will. Okay, so why don't you go over there and lay down, okay? All right? All right, night. Yeah. I had to get that out because I've been hearing this crap, and they've been acting like a couple kids having a tantrum. Just me. Now, what's the Pac-12's next move? Oh, they're going to add St. Mary. No, they're not. June 30th is gone. Everybody's exit fees double. So if the Pac-12 wants to add anybody other than the AAC schools, and the 27-month notice for 2027 has already gone by, it's by March 31st of this coming year in 2026, they can show up by 2028. So, and $25 million to go, they're not going to do it. Anybody else, like St. Mary's joining, or anybody else coming in, possibly football onlys, they got to get mediation done. Because everybody else's exit fees doubled. And any school wanting to come in and say, hey, Pac-12, you're going to pay at least half of that exit fee. The doubling part, you're going to pay that part. And asking them to make a move short notice, that's not exactly that surprise of an ask. But the Pac-12 needs to know what they're dealing with. They need to know down to the penny how much money they got. And they're not going to know that until mediation gets done. Now, is it a possibility that they could be 8 football, 9 basketball for 2026 and then make moves later on? Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But my funny feeling, and I'm thinking they're going to mirror the Mountain West. 9 for football, 10 for basketball, and CBS Sports is part of the media deal. Secondary, I think that the Mountain West will have Fox as the primary, CBS Sports as a secondary. If they stay. We'll find out about that for the media deal. And those who are thinking the Mountain West aren't going to get a media deal, no. For those who are thinking the Mountain West loses UNLV and they dissolve and you have to pay the exit fees or the penalties, no. if a school leaves and they go below 8, they don't get a replacement school, they're back up to 8 by July 1st, they get the same 2 years the Pac-12 did. So they'd have until June 30th, 2028 to get to 8 full members. So they're not going away either. But the Pac-12, I think they're going to grab one more basketball school. I think, or they're going to grab a full member. I think realistically, to get it done quick, I think they're going to grab a football only, and then an Olympic sports member. They might do a baseball. They might do a baseball school. They might do a basketball school. I mean, the basketball school coming in, everybody says it's St. Mary's. Everybody have thought of Cal State Fullerton? They're not the best in basketball, but they got a good baseball program for Oregon State. Would you bring in St. Mary's as well? But if you bring in Fullerton's baseball, I don't know. That's a possibility to string Pac-12 baseball up. But I figure they're making it football only. Like, would the Pac-12 be willing to make Louisiana football only? James Madison, Appalachian State? The St. Mary's for basketball? Just a thought. But yeah, until mediation's set, so they know what money they got to deal with, they're not going to make any other moves because they need to know. This has gone on long enough. They need to get this squared away. And everybody say the delays. Oh, everybody's hemming and hawing. The mediator went on vacation, apparently, according to rumors. Went on vacation, did something. He was gone for 2 to 3 weeks out of this. So it's not their fault that the mediator bounced out halfway through this. So you take it down, it's only been half the time. So let's just pause. They'll get the mediation done, get this figured out, and move on. Okay? The Pac-12 will get its new media. Pac-12 is going to get their new media deal, the rest of the media deal done. And for those who are wondering why the Sun Belt moved, here's a little something you need to think about. The Sun Belt and the schools from the American waited on a move for one thing. They wanted documentation. Why did Texas State agree to leave and pay the $5 million exit fee? Because what they saw from the CBS deal is worth more than the Sun Belt deal. And that's only part of the Pac-12's media deal. But here is documentation in writing that's more than the $2 million that Sun Belt's getting. So if that the CBS deal was less than $2 million, no chance. No chance. I personally believe, based upon the fact there's fewer schools in the Mountain West, I think CBS is writing the same total check. It's just more per school. I think, I'm not confirmed on this, but you look at conference games where you pay the deal out. They're doing 24 games. If you have 12 schools in the conference, 8 conference games. 12 schools. So in the conference, 8 conference games, $96. Half the media deal is $48. That's what CBS had. And they're taking 24 on CBS, 25% basically. If you do it for the Pac-12, instead of being 24 games, it'd be 16. Because they have fewer schools. But I think what it's going to end up being is like the rumored $2.2 million, whatever it was that CBS paid, $2.2 to $2.5 million for CBS as part of the media deal. I think it's going to be closer to like 3.3 to 3.5 per school, million per school. Based upon the fact, I think the same total dollar amount got sent. It's just divvied up into smaller pieces, fewer pieces. That's just my thought process on it. But again, congratulations to Texas State. They're in the Pac-12. They're making more money. They have started something good the last 2 years. Keep building on it. It's a snowball. Keep it going. Keep it going. For the Pac-12, you got your 8th member. Get mediation done while you're working on your media deal. Get both of those knocked out of the park. Get those done. Once those are both done, then you can go after somebody else short term. You can do a football only or basketball only. But considering how late it is, they might be waiting. They might have to wait a year because of how long Texas State took. And it's because of that, because it took that long for the CBS Sports deal to take. And the one thing I will say, what was said from the beginning? Get your 8 members and then your media deal. And what happened, they had to get almost a guarantee of who the 8th member was before they could even discuss to get the media deal finalized. And it's still not final yet. This was an outline. It's still not formally finalized yet. Because CBS wasn't formally going to finalize it until the 8th member signed the dotted line, which, for them, I don't blame them. So, that being said, hey, Texas State's in, Pac-12's in business, the crybabies are going to keep on crying and having a tantrum and laying on their backs, stomping their feet on the kitchen floor, having a meltdown because the Pac-12 still exists. Suck it up, cupcake. It's what it is. So, now we're going to see the next steps. I expect mediation done. If, here's the one thing. If you're going to get a school and you're going to make a move to join a conference within a year, wouldn't you want to have to announce it by the end of July? So that way you're not trying to do this in August, right before the start of the season? Would you rather have at least a break before you do that? Kind of makes sense, right? If you're going to do short notice, you're sure as hell not going to announce it during the year. And you're not going to announce it after the season either. You're going to want to have some time beforehand to work through the season. Which means if anybody, realistically, it's not a guarantee, but anybody else is going to come in for this coming year, not this year now, but 2026, it's got to be announced by July 31st to give them time to get everything going. So mediation's got to get done by what, 21st? 3 weeks, within the first 3 weeks of July, mediation's got to get finalized. So that they have the ability to go talk to the school, get them on there, get the offer, send them the media deal, and they can submit in time. That's just me spitballing, but I'm thinking if you're going to make a move for this year, it's got to get done this month in July. If you're going to add anybody else, it's got to be done this month. Because the closer you get to the season, the less likely anybody's going to do it because they don't want to screw everything up for getting the season started. But it's just me. You let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button, hit the thumbs up, helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Texas State going in, anybody surprised? No. Are they going to get a reduced share? Yes. Am I surprised? No. What do you think they're going to do next? Mediation or adding schools? I'm thinking mediation. That way you have the money to add the schools. That's just me. But I could be wrong. But why don't you, like I said, let me know about that down in the comments. Share the video if you want to. And if you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. Now, on the road to 1K, trying to make some magic happen. If you want to follow me in the craziness that is X, the link is in the description. So thanks everybody for watching. Got an interesting what-if scenario video for tomorrow. Hope everybody likes it. I got to take care of that here shortly. And also a few other things that are coming in there. More schedule previews and predictions. Including a video on Saturday that's going to possibly make some people mad. But not in the way you think. So thanks everybody for watching. Everybody's having a great day. Be safe out there. Lord, it's hot. And please, be good to each other.